The 5 aggrieved tribes, Angami, Lota, Sema, Ao, Rengma, Tahan ba itu reservation policy oporde takhan pishi charcha kurigina ishe. Recently we dan laga press conference te dan janibuli dishe that the state government ba 48 years hui jeshe to reservation policy the review nukurigina halako boitu laga oporde bi takhan memorandum holibi bishi submit kurina ishe. Even this year in the month of April takhan state government ke 30 days ultimatum digina thakshe to reservation policy to review kurule nimide, but still then state government ba ityadak pi eko positive response nadia opor de aji yede Disikor junction diba the 5 aggrieved tribes kwanishna Angami, Lota, Sema, Rengma aro Ao khan bab ningan dikhiwa amila pichide ide already public protest rally against 48 years of indefinite reservation policy in Nagaland. Tahan la grievances luigina state government ke chund ultimatum dina takshe state government ba positive response nadia opor de tahan aji yede Dimapur de do yede Disikor junction ba shuru kurese aro ami khan janibole parese that in 8 districts aji morning ba luigina tahan already do protest lui jese kwa nishna apni khan already yede manu khan hundreds Upper Manukan Ahigina Tahan itu Tahan resentment Dikaigina state government ke against itu 48 years of indefinite reservation policy Nagaland to oporde Tahan awas utagina idi ase. Awi amikhan itu program do kinaga agi lujaula sara amikhan khobor paise that after the program after this protest tahan deputy commissioner Dimapur ge jana memorandum submit kurula sukshe memorandum dibi tahan laga do 5 aggrieved tribes kan laga mang ki ase itu laga opore amikhan huta huti kurina hamela viewers ke jana uli diwa kwa nishna ita protest rally laga opore amikhan khatek tawa saisawa.
As we all know that the 5 apex body have appealed to the government, submitting a memorandum on last year, September 2024, to the Chief Minister of Nagaland. After a lapse of 7 years, 7 months, 7 months bichide, Amigan ultimatum dishe. That is on April 26, 2025. So our ultimatum 26 se khatam hoise hole government bra properly address kora nai itu nimide ami han aji du jagate jama korise. That is because of the 48 years of indefinite reservation policy in Nagaland. Apni sob jani ase, and thank you so much everyone for coming here. Pani purili bi apni umbrella tak logina ado, it shows that you have a deep concern on this issue. Thank you so much, everyone.
As you all know, we have called a protest rally to protest against 48 years of indefinite reservation policy. Sab khan garde naga mistri koi dibo. 48 years indefinite reservation policy ko ato tate ko change na kina ini jai ase aru itu to half century hobole hoi jaise. Itu kani 5 tribes have come for the first time on this platform to put our grievances to the government and to the policy makers. Apni khan bhi jani thakbo social media de bhi ulai jaise hole bhi aru for the benefit of the uninitiated. 1977 prior to first backward reservation ko gina 25% di gina start korise, and it was supposed to be reviewed every 10 years. To 1987 te 10 years time te to renew review kora jam te a lot of time lagi thakne 89 te this will continue until further orders ko to 48 years te pahunchi jaise. Aru 25% reservation pra start kora to itya to kiman di boya ase koile 41% pahunchi jaise. Aru, during the last 38 years, that is after 87, there have been 7 review committees. 7 review committees, whether it be a cabinet subcommittee or a committee headed by a bureaucrat or whatever. However, the 7 cabinet committees te kitta bhi amakan non-backward tribes la opinion law nai. Khali backward tribe khan ke mati kina aru ta khala grievances huni kina ta khala percentage bhara is to here ase. Noile kitta bhi 7 review committees have never invited the non-backward tribes to hear our opinion. And for that, maybe at that point of time, we felt that justice should be done to our least privileged brothers and sisters who deserve it. But in today's time, 48 years it's time for review. It's time to include us. Review it's time to take our opinion. No hile to khali. Kon paya ase takan ke hutikina aru itu kitabin hobo. That's why amakan 5 tribes advance ko gina itula khushi ti man complacency bahut 40 years amakan kiman nuksan hoise apni kan sab feel kure ase. Now 2016 ti first time our 5 student bodies para Angami Students Union, our students conference, then Rengma Students Union, Lota Students Union, and all Simi Students Union. Pasta student bodies aigena core committee on review of rationalization and review of reservation policy ko gina khulishe. Tai khani to issue 6 years loi jaise de. Aru government came 6 charter of demands itu be place kurise. Itu kan ki ase gole moi read out koribo. Implementation of creamy layer. Itu to apni kan sab jana ase. Baba bhi avail korise, bacha bhi avail korise, aur grandson bhi avail koribole time hoi jaise to. Itu implementation creamy layer koi nahi to hatha bole. Baba enjoy korise goila to bacha khan kani to hatha bolage. Second is pocket wise reservation. Amakan advance so called advance kole amakala jaga sab advance no hoi do. Kunma pocket to backward area bhi para bhi man backward ase. Itu charter dimension number 2. 3 is equal criteria in educational qualification. Ekta post amakan graduate thakile dusra BT avail kura khan to +2 inika disparity thaka. 40 category options for competitive exam. Whether I want to avail the general category or avail the backward category, itu avail kuribole. And 5th is cut-off marks for competitive exam. Ita tok to piche de itu backlog te aibole bhi cut-off mark nai khali ekjon hi thakile aru post reserve thakile ini paya ase. Itu makan student bodies para highlight kora to itu cut-off marks thakibo lage. And then time frame review of reservation policy. Because 10 years ti kuribola laga to kitabi koro nai. To student bodies para itu 6 charter of demands place kushe government ke. 6 years itu struggle jaisile 2022 te government para cabinet subcommittee khole ke na sab ke itu aggrieved aru itu kan ke log kori ke piche te ki laga excuse until next census is carried out the review will not happen. Tadi para itu issue ban kodise. Itu karne 2023 de 5 apex tribes, APO, then Ausanden, then Lota Hoho, then Rengma Hoho, then Simi Hoho. 5 tribe bodies came together. Itu amakan student bodies para 6 years inika issue lo jalebi, it has not made headway. It's time for apex to step in goyena. 5 tribal bodies August 2023 log kurigena. Amakan committee kholishe ekta tribe te ekta manu pathagena. Ita we have 5 member in this committee called 5 Tribes Committee on Review of Reservation Policy, headed by President Rengma Ho, Engineer Tessinlo Semi as convener, and 4 other members. So amakan aji highlight kora the 5 tribes para call kora shina apni kan aha to aru thanks jana diase. Amakan bhi pat to SUT gusa nai homework to kurishe. We did our homework, we met people, we sought opinions. Aru itu today. Then we had a meeting with the apex. We came to a conclusion that these are the core issues. Firstly, duration of reservation, apni kan jana indefinite that has to be limited. Second is reservation within reservation. Now in Nagaland, there's a three-tier resolution. First 80% is reserved for the indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland. Itu bidode ami ko answer 41% reserve ho jase. The third one is the backlog reservation, 3-tiered. We'll come on that later. Then discrimination arising out of multiple benefits and flexible option. Tadi ki ase goile ekta to post bhi reserve ko deshe. Minimum cut-off nai, age relaxation bhi di de, lower educational qualification bhi di de. These are the examples. Then the creamy layers, as I explained earlier. Then the backlog vacancy. 2015 te backlog vacancy aru kura to jude ekta tribe te ekta post Judy, example, SDO mechanical, ekta tribe kani rakhishe gole, that will go on for 20 years. That is going on for 6-7 years also, until unless a person from that tribe applies. Ito moi example dibo. Ajikali CAC, CESC to be precise. Common Educational Service exam te, apni kan be sab dictionary result. PGT or graduate teacher la result te. 47 backlog vacancies are still there, and it has been continuing from the last 5-6 years. To qualified manu nai from the reserve category, that should be de-reserved and given to our children. Wala amakan na children kan na pai, jai kina amakan government kisiman to backward reserve backlog kan na para karni amakan so-called advanced qualified candidate ase, contract appointment kurle itu be advanced tribe kan to backdoor going amakan ke badnami de. Whereas there is no qualified candidate to fill in that post. Isn't that a discrimination to us? Itu karni that is I'm highlighting to the crowd. That's why the 5 Tribes Committee came to a decision to submit a memorandum to the Honorable Chief Minister as the political head of the state. Jasal 20 September 2024 de Timawade Chief Minister ke amakan committee lok kurishe Chief Minister ke memorandum submit kurishe. Memorandum is in public domain. What all have been submitted. Amakan koishe, if the government is not sincere enough to review the reservation policy, because they will keep citing data, nai, census, kora, nai, itu kole. Aro time philagine review kurubal mona thakile. Reservation scrap kuri dibe. Aro, nohile. First option is just scrap the reservation policy. Or second, itu be kurubal mon himmat na thakile to. Unreserved kota to khali amakan 5 tribes ke DDV. People may say this is an unreasonable demand. Well, if the government is not serious to review, to get into the details, we have no options but to demand the scrapping of the policy as well as, or give us the balance of unreserved quota. That was our demand. Amakat ki hoise koile 7 months hoise government iko tadi khobor bhi denai chupchap bohise. Last year during Hornbill, some were suggesting Hornbill tamde amakan protest kurbo ban kurbo lebi as 5 so-called advanced tribes. We also felt that was not an appropriate moment to discredit our own state when people from outside are coming. That was the wisdom of the committee and the apex tribes as so-called advanced tribe. But the government didn't care for that. They took our silence for granted. It went on for 7 months. It took 26th April day. Ultimatum submit kurise. The contents are available in the public domain. Paper di purilishe. We reiterated the same thing. Government chupchap thakise. Ikur khobor nai. Then 14 May day. Amakan ultimatum submit kurab chede. You know, Power Minister, who is also government spokesman, 14 May, there will be no review of reservation policy until the census is completed. Hare to amakan ultimatum dia aru government spokesman ko ulta hoise. Ito amakan bi ekta step to lobo na 24th May last Saturday we had a joint meeting in which we decided to have different forms of agitation to ensure that our demands are met, to ensure that our grievances are redressed. That's why amakan 24th day to call the first phase of agitation is starting today. Amakan ito agitation card is sab ke cover digina preparation jadamte kali morning di government laga ekta chitti aisha amakan convener day, and that was signed on 25th, that is Sunday. Amakan ke koise 7th May day cabinet government par ekta committee review kubla form kor dise apni kan ini call off kurbi apni kan bi dekisho bola itu contents. Now, if you see the contents of the letter, it's not about an ego issue. If they signed on 25, why don't they tell us on that day itself? Why did it take 3 days to reach us? That was just an excuse to derail the momentum that we are having to ensure that the justice is done. Because if we say the contents of the letter, it is lacks serious commitment on the part of the government. We will go ahead with our demands. Ito para government to aro, ito ko hapchede. 3rd June day, amakan 5 tribes ke aro inviting us to the meeting. Inviting us to the meeting to have a discussion to the meeting chaired by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. Inikatante aro, they were pressuring us also to call up the agitation, but we say no, that is not enough here. We will also have a protest on that very day at the Secretariat also when the meeting is going on. Today is just a trailer. In Hindi we call it Abhi picture baki hai. This is just a starting. And today I request each and every citizen present here that let's take it to a logical conclusion. Inika chance na babode 5 tribes coming on a single platform. Today, the government may invite us. that doesn't mean that we derail the momentum. We have to proceed ahead. Ito to kon try pa against na ide. Kubo koile, if the government in all fairness listens to our demand and implements our demand, it is, as I said earlier in a TV interview, it is going to benefit all the people, especially the weaker sections of the society. That's why this is not only about a fight for 5 tribes. It's about the fight for every people, especially people, our least privileged people. That's why we are here today. Our message to the government should be very loud and clear. 48 years of indefinite reservation policy is enough. It is time for the government to take a comprehensive or a serious review. Otherwise, the government has no business to just sit on it and ensure and see that our 5 tribes, always so-called advanced tribes, we have become the aggrieved tribes as of now. Ito ko rin request, I say, especially I see so many parents. This is the love and concern for your children, your grandchildren, for the youths who have turned up here. The future is yours. This is the fight for you. Amakanto, for me, I have nothing to gain whether reservation comes or not. But the future is yours. The future is for my children, my grandchildren. And the same is applicable to each and every one of you present here today. That's why today is the starting point of agitation. Whenever the agitations are being called or whenever the agitations are scheduled, please do ensure that you cooperate maximum. At the end of the day, you yourself will be satisfied if our demands get through and if justice is done to the 5 tribes. With this, I conclude my words. Thank you each and everyone for coming out here today. Thank you.
The historic gathering of 5 tribes together in unity and in one voice to demand from the government of the day to deliver justice by reviewing the reservation policies. We are gathered here today not against any tribe, not against any political party or individual leader, but we are gathered here to ask for justice and equality for all of us. We are gathered here today representing the voices of the people of the state. We know that certain tribes, certain area locality, as stated by our our secretary, deserve reservation, but the actual deserving candidates are deprived of their due share. For quite some time, we have been feeling the heat of the need to immediately review this. As already stated, so many representations have been already presented before the government, but government has not taken anything in any concrete step. This is not only felt by our 5 so-called advanced tribes, but if we are to confess, this is being felt by even the so-called all other tribes. So why we need this review immediately is, I will like to also touch upon 1 or 2 points. Because of the time limit, I will touch only 1 or 2 points. We know that there are cases where one family, one creamy family living in Dimapur, Kohima, and in their own palace comfort zone, they have been enjoying the reservation quota of the entire tribe of their tribe. 5, 6, 7 of them have already from one family. This is also not fair to them. That is why we need this review for them also. They are studying in best colleges, best coaching centers, and they're exploiting this flaws of the reservation policy. Another backlog, as already stated, is the backlog issue. Candidates, if suitable candidate is not found for a particular reserve category, this is kept vacant, and we know from sources that there are some vacancies being kept for 15 years together. 15 years. Since since 2015. That is already we have this in the 10th year, and still no candidate is coming forward. So that vacancy is still. This has a serious drawback for especially the education department. We said there is no teacher, but this cannot be filled up because of non-availability of the candidates. This is one. This is also one serious drawback. And then jump in from one category to another. We demand that either you opt this category or that category, and it should be our own merit basis. If you want to compete from that category, you compete and finish it from that category. Or if you want the other side, you opt for it. But the drawback here is that when you do well, when we could do well, you are depriving the seat of a general category candidate by taking away the seat. And when you could not do well, you are again taking, so you have the advantage of double barrel gun digene, ekজন ke single gun barrel dishe, ekজন ke double digene, দুইজন ke hunting competition de pota nishina, duita guli aru ekta guli digene. Edu nishina to thik nai. Aru ekta dangor flowback dikhi ase, minimum standard of marks nai. Pass mark school debi 30%, 40% pass mark thage. Yade pass mark nai. General category kan 80 marks score korle bhi kam pa nai. Yade 15 marks pa kene bhi kam pai jase. Edu standard e nai. Edu to hole to review koribo lage. There should be, whether you are enjoying backward quota or any other quota, there should be at least minimum standard of qualification marks. Aru ekta case ase, ekজন to 0 to pa nai ola, hole bhi ekku koribo para nai. In technical paper, he hardly scored 10 marks, but he was given. So the commission has objected to his case. He went to the court and he won. And out of 100, he scored 10 marks in his technical paper and he got a job. Now he must be running a big office. Tade kile edu court prai nika kuise gole reservation policy de edu case nai, edu provision rakhi dise. This, in such case, the commission may take its own decision. There should be minimum standard, whether you are from this or that. Aru ami laga piche debi manu beshi ase. Edu karne ami beshi time na lobo. Points edu kan ami bi ekta duita edu kan point out kuri ase. I also want to take this opportunity to appeal to all those of you who are gathered here today to stand behind our empowered leaders selected by our apex bodies, whether rain or sun, whether night or day. We will pledge to stand behind them. We have started this together. Let us finish it together. Thank you for this support.
Many things to say, but then, as we all know, what is there and what is right and what is wrong, everyone knows it very clearly. But I would like to take this time to thank our elders, our parents, our leaders for bringing this issue up and taking this matter very seriously. In a time where we are living in a time of equality and meritocracy, I think it's high time the government take this issue very seriously. It has been almost 50 years, there has been no changes, and the student community of our 5 tribes have been slowly and steadily facing the heat of this situation now. So, regarding this matter, our Sensu Tolongjam Dimapur as well as our Student Union Dimapur, we will stand till the end. We are with the 5 tribes committee, and then I hope and pray that the government take our issue very seriously. I thank you all, and I hope we will win this in the coming days. Thank you so much.
Amakan kiman juma kurigena ase lotha hoho timabor nambra sobke salam jonai di ase hoho nambra amekan yade ki movement jai ase solidarity express koribo karne khara kori ase ki kobole ase sob leaders khan koi dia hoi jaise aro 47 years to mamuli kotha ase naki half century laga kotha ase to kiman bi deprive hoi jaise amakhan ke itu karne itu to nohobo koi gena 5 tribes khan juma korigena discuss korigena committee form korigena he tai khan opor de chhari digena fight kori ase de itu karne till such time that the committee achieves our goal amakhan sob committee piche de ase koina chonai di ase kintu khali ami ekla brother khan piche de ase ko to nohobo ni sob yadi kiman juma kori ase niche mon bidore jaigena sabole mon ase support hosabe ase na nai itu karne amakhan till such time that the committee achieves our desired goal amekan committee logote sob bichete ase na nai hala kori bida ase na nai ami to olop kan bi ase de hona na phalbra olop chorbra committee bichete ase na nai committee bichete ase na nai thank you so much
Amikhan itu aji reservation policy laga charter of demands to our 5 Naga tribes set up pura committee pura tahan bhal pura draft kuri dise aji pura bi dise ami itu laga tu kuna kobo hoile bi itu ko tu amikhan itu issue de amikhan Rengma public organization bi we will give our unconditional support to the committee constituted by the 5 Naga tribes. Aro, we shall continue to provide our steadfast support to the cause in the coming days, in the coming months, and in the coming years. Thank you. God bless our tribe.
Civic Council Dimapur pra ami apne kan lokote first pra last tak to cooperation dia se ekta ko volume mona se ito backlog te 10 candidate to lagashe gole ito backlog te tai kan atta loise gole amakhan duita to kontra bilo ito nishina de hoye jese to karen 48 years to hole damal no hoye ito karanye ami khan sati khan agete gwa khan to sob amakhan ekta kotay ase sob koi dise ito karanye ami khan laga bacha khan tai khan laga bacha khan iki college ta ase iki school te ase tai khan laga special reservation thaki gena amakhan bacha khan to hole ito bahal purile be ito kota nai ito pra amakhan bacha khan discriminate kura to ito amakhan kushi no ba ami khan to government to ito action no la tak to last tak to ami khan to milke na fight kur thakibo koi gena ekta duta kotha koi diase thank you so much
Amakhan 5 tribes te Dimapur district te thaga khan kiman ron mon digena burkhon kirle bi ahi kena inika thaga ase sob ke aro apna khan ke thanks de ase ur kham tu kura ase ami kobale to is Dimapur sim council bi andr western sim ho sub unit jase etu garne etu nam pra apna khan ke sob salam jase amakhan to etu laga reservation policy ita aji meeting lato kobo koile olop der ahishe half century to ahi jaise aro kun tribe reservation policy enjoy kurgen ahishe baba ama khan tu itulaga privilege pra retire hoy kena aro bacha khan pe retire global ada rasta te ahishe ama khan tu ki kurase Nagaland to Amakan to indigenous tribes to 15 ase. Tai can 10 tribes to enjoy grass eh? Aru Amakan 5 tribes to 1977 pra itatak. Yuku enjoy Guran hai. Amu Gobole to Hosatu itu ase day. Reservation policy enjoy Gura Trapi Bostita Tagakan Rural Tagakan to Itulaga Frustuki ase no Zankena any Dukurgina hese. Olepi reservation policy Taga Laga Kandan P Itulaga Traps P Kali Kohema Dimapur Tagakan he Tai Itulaga Nampra he enjoy Gure. Aron Obamantu Tatia Posite Turte Bohigene Itatak P Tulaga Noegina. Aro enjoy Gure to be injustice ase. Extra trap into enjoy Gura se Goya Rural Rata Tagakan be enjoy Gure Balase. Olepi Itulaga Police Prahe Actum Chala Kurigana. Kali itu town te urban te Tagakan he itu enjoy Kurigana. Baba ama Loikena Choto Ula Bacha Takpi to enjoy Kurigana Bohase. Amakan to no Bushkina Hashe. Itu karne Amakan to 1977 day ki hoye kena Amakan pasta tribe to inka ho jaise. Nagaland te Amakan to indigenous tribe to 15 ase. Amakan to shop iki ase. Backward hoile shop backward. Advance hoile shop advance. Usa gobo goile Amakan pasta tribe AKTP kunba to educational advance pe bisho hoy jache. Amakan pasta tribe AKT ja manupe duita chinta tribe to jase. Olbi takhan to eto backward kota enjoy kurigena ki hoishe inka se apna bacha Kolkata Mumbai Delhi ite purikena mars pe bishi Berlin hole pe kunba eto job reservation policy thaga khan to अपना लगा बच्चा लगा मार्क्स पे 50% below पाले भी इतु ही जाकर ESC DSP इन पे इनका हो गया ना थाका से आज तो इतु का नहीं ऑफिस चला से आरो लिखा पड़ा बाल उला खान तो इतु enjoy गुनो करे इतु कारण ये सब discriminate होशे आज कल तो likely underground to faction to more than 20 इनका होशे itu karena olop amakan pasta trap tu halan guru kena olop kemase nohle man tu India naga itu solution laga ho jaile kot jabo so pahi kena itu laga problem ho kena piche dia amakan tu civil war pe ulabo itu karena amakan pasta trap tu itu kun khan coordination committee ho kena itu loi kena amakan loi kena aji bohase ame bishi Simi, ho nambrae, takan ke kushipa. Thanks diase. Kile mani, itu poila prabi guru ahi bol akshele. Bole be, hosa gobo goli ter hoise. Enjoy no guru kena hado. Ara amakan tu no buji kena. Kinga hoise, baca kan enjibu guru kena. Apna baca he. No para laga no ho kena tate pra he. Apna be compare guru be. Apna baca Loi kena compare kur sabe kun job reservation policy logo te ase tai khan to apna bacha pra bhi puran chana thakile bhi to khan to enjoy kura se apna bacha to university te ekdam bal kure bal mar loi kena hele bhi no lai etu karne bishi der no ha kite aji kali to oba ne kam no parle be underground de jaise bole be piche te itu laga chance bhi hobo after few years itu laga chance bhi hobo amakhan kor pura amak trapra aro nije trap inika jekra kure hai nije kor pra hai jekra kura sur ho jabo aro itu laga dawai to ekta bhi nai itu karne amakhan itu kura to no chorbo aro jai thakibo government to injustice hai she 1977 pra kuri kena ita tak renew no kura to government to ekdam itu ekta jalak biya laga aida puchi kena inka kura se aro ita to amakhane itu kurubo kwa huni kena 또 나갈린 government도 June 3rd day itu be subcommittee khol kene itu kurigena 3 months itu fact finding aro ki finding kurigena itu chete report submit kubuga je itu to msa misha se ta kan government laga delay tactics ama kan pahur bole nimite aro itu kurigena thanda hoy jab chete chor bole dibo nimite kurase ama kan individually kun pe against kurase kura nai individually kun ba party political party against kura nai itu garne Nagaland government debi shop amakan 15 tribe shop mano ase etu garne amakan Nagaland government logo te fight kura ase etu garne amakan to shop nijer court debi nijer golen debi nijer borsi debi nijer tribe debi etu kotha dangara kurigena etu awaz dangara hoikena government bi etu amakan ke bohel akikena dibole etu laga hai jabo lage nohole amakan to aji to meeting boy ase first time ase second time ahile second time kurile no ahibo third time kurile no ahibo etu no kurbi sob mane para tak no chori ken jai jabo aro amakan especially amakan sim kan to 5 tribe reservation policy committee logo te physically morally mentally 100% support kura ase aro apta khan aji etu kura pe bishi khushi pai ase kun kotha koi aise sob eki point ase etu karne is Dimapur sim council pe apno khan logo te ase goi kene etu jana ase. Thank you all.
Our core demand is to scrap the reservation policy or unreserved quota kiman ase itu pasa tribe ke di dibi. That is our demand. Itu he digna ase itu nimite so manu itu yate bra na jage re itu duita dom monde ekdam bhalwa rakhi dibo mon ase. And at the same time we want to send a very clear message to the government. Our education face to face kiman amingan chokat korna ase will go according to that. Committee set up koribo, review koribo, do this and that. That is none of our business. Amingala demand ase 7 mahina age de memorandum dishe hunia nai 1 mahina ultimatum dishe itu khatam hoise itu nimite amingan education shuru hoise. Will go ahead of that. That is a very clear message to the government. In the meantime, ongoing process te political motivation bishi aibo, leaders kan lago borde, politician kan bra amingan weekend kuru bole, noilibi itu education to call off kuru bole, tribe leaders of borde bishi motivation aibo, noilibi amingan tade nagiribo lage, amingan la stand ki ase itu khara kurna amingan age jabo lage, itu apni ange bhal kota nishina aro mundi rakhibo nimite to janai dia ase. Aji memorandum amingan submit koribole ase DC logote. I'll read out that to the Chief Secretary, Government of Nagaland, Kohima, Nagaland, through Deputy Commissioner, Dimapur. Subject, ultimatum reminder. Sir, the 5 Tribes Committee on Review of the Reservation Policy, a committee mandated by the 5 Tribes apex body, that is Angami Public Organization, Ausandan, Lota Hoho, Ringma Hoho, and Sumi Hoho, had submitted a memorandum to the Honorable Chief Minister on 29 2024, followed by a 30 days ultimatum on 26/4/2025. However, the said government responds through Home Commissioner Nagaland via letter dated 25/5/2025, which was received yesterday, that is 28/5/2025, failed to address the core concern and issue raised in the memorandum. We are therefore restoring to the democratic form of agitation by holding public protest rally in all the districts inhabited by 5 tribes and submitted this ultimatum reminder to remind the state government of our legitimate demand. We intend to intensify the agitation in various forms till our grievances are addressed, as brought out in the 5 Tribe Core Committee Memorandum of 29/2024. You are faithfully President Aw Senso Telemjung Dimapur, President Rengma Public Organization Dimapur, Chairman East Dimapur Sumi Council, President Chakro Angami Kuda Union, Chairman Dimapur Lota Hoho, President Dimapur Sumi Council. Ito amingan etia jagina DC Dimapur ke dibo, taibra Chief Secretary ke punchai dibole. So we will proceed to the DC office. So I request all the volunteers to please assist all the participants and to look after the traffic. Thank you.
So thank you, sir, for coming out and taking time to listen to us. We just had a public rally, and we want to submit a memorandum to the Chief Secretary Government of Nagaland through your good office, sir, and in which the signatories are the President of the Chakro Angami Kuda Union Dimapur, the President of our Sensor Television Dimapur, the Chairman of Dimapur Lota Hoho, the President of Rengma Public Organization Dimapur, the President of Dimapur Sim Council, and the Chairman of the East Dimapur Sim Council, sir. All 6 are here, and I'm the member secretary of the committee, as well as my colleague, the member, sir. We are 8 of us here are here to submit this memorandum, sir.
Okay.
This is our submission, sir.
Anyway, thank you. I have received personally the memorandum, and I will be forwarding right now to the Chief Secretary. And we all know, like, they have convened a meeting on 3rd.
Yes.
I think we have 3rd of June. So let's hope, like, some concrete decision may come up. So in the meantime, we'll wait and see. And if any correspondence is there, we'll let you know.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. That's all.
That's
Huh?
it. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll forward it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
আৰু তাই এতিয়া চিফ সেক্ৰেটাৰীৰ লগতে নোট কৰিব আছে আমি কি ৰিপ্লাই হ'ব ইন দ্য মিন টাইম আপুনি ইয়াতে কিমান জনাই এটা ইমান সাপোৰ্টিং দেখাই দিছে ইমান ৱেডাৰ বিয়াতে আৰু ইন দ্য কামিং ডেজ আপোনাৰ বেষ্ট অফ এডুকেশ্যনটো সুবিধা আছে আজিতো হ'লেতো প্ৰচেছ আছে সেকেন্ড হ'লেতো আমি গইমা Secretary, in the third phase, the government don't listen to our voice. We have all the respect between them, including Dimapur and Dibukidima. Total shutdown kori dibo bina amikhan. Ito tinta phase tole do. Ita tole do man janai kori kina ase. Ito nimide even in the coming days, apni kala support lagi ase. Aru ito tole do ami laga voice no hai. Political motivation no hai. Personal interest now. Believe this is the voice of our younger generation. Iti amikhan laga generation uthi daga khan nimida amikhan itu amen protest kuri ase to deliver justice. Itu nimida amikhan morambra prathana te olibi physically olibi any time aina cooperation dibi guina apniange itu appeal kuri ase aji amikhan matak hobo. Thank you so much everyone.
So viewers, apni khan dikhi lushe the 5 aggrieved tribes of Nagaland Khambaji 29th May de yede district court junction ba luigina tahan ekta peaceful protest rally lushe. Protest rally de kiman junba kota gushe tahan la grievances already tahan share gushe. Jo mahina April de tahan already chief minister give ultimatum dishe the reservation policy the review kurubole, but still then from the state government side eko positive response nathaka nimide aji Atta districts to be the 5 aggrieved tribes kambra tahan protest rally rakhigina ase. Itia samay tahan already pasta aggrieved tribes kambra head kurigina aigina chief secretary ge through the DC Dimapur Dr. Tino Jongshishang tahan ekta memorandum aro ultimatum submit kurigina ase tahan ide mang kri se that after 48 years hui jeshe already Nagaland de to reservation policy but till date review nukura porde tahan la grievances share goina aji tahan peaceful protest rally lushe inanga goina amikan social media de bi amikan janibule parise that itu reservation policy porde committee bi form kurigina ase aro deputy chief minister home why pattern ba already itu pasta agri tribes logode June 3 de bi ekta meeting convene kurigina ase yede tahan mang kuri thaka do reservation policy do tahan scrap kurubole kushe or to give unreserved quota to the 5 tribes itu pasta agri tribes ke bi either reservation policy to scrap kurbi nohile bi tahan ke bi itu pasta tribes kamgi quota diwole tahan mang kure ase tahan aji memorandum or ultimatum to the chief secretary submit kurigina se amikan aha samai de from the state government as well ki reply huwa tahan laga itu demand se tahan la mang de samai de janu but we are hopeful that the state government be 48 years hoye je sharu de reservation policy review kurwole nimide hope we de go that state government ba ekta positive response diwole aru itu laga opor de ami hala viewers khan ge update di thayo eta karone mane for more news and updates keep watching Global Window. This is Chanbini with my video journalist Anong reporting from This is Office Dimapur.